TCAS systems used to give pilots only a visual command so that crew had to perform an immediate maneuver to avoid collision. But modern TCAS systems are now integrated into the Autoflight system, giving what we call Autopilot Flight Director integration. The TCAS is now able to deliver to the Autoflight system the necessary parameters for the Autoflight system to carry out these maneuvers automatically. It can use the Autopilot to automatically fly a TCAS maneuver, or can, through the flight directors, command the crew to position the nose of the aircraft exactly where it's needed. Because the TCAS is now integrated into the Autopilot and Flight Director system, the TCAS will show up as a vertical guidance mode in the second column on the FMA on the pilot's PFDs. When a TA for a TCAS system is triggered, the TCAS mode on the Autoflight system is armed. When a Resolution Advisory and RA triggers in the TCAS, then it engages the TCAS mode in the Autoflight system, and you will see that on your FMA. It automatically engages to assist the crew to follow the RA orders, as well as revert towards the initial trajectory, either automatically if the Autopilot is on, or manually using the flight directors if the Autopilot is off. As for the Autothrust system, if the TCAS system is triggered with the Autothrust disconnected, well then the Autoflight system will automatically reconnect and arm or activate the Autothrust system depending on the thrust lever position. If the Autothrust system is active already, then the speed or Mach target at the time of the occurrence becomes the target during the TCAS RA maneuver. It will simply go into speed mode and hold that speed so as to perform the TCAS RA without losing speed. This integration of the Autopilot Flight Director TCAS mode is inhibited below 900 feet. You can find information about the TCAS mode for the Autoflight system in the Autoflight flight guidance part of the FCOM, as it is an interaction between the Autoflight system and the actual TCAS system.